An end to skyrocketing prices for fruit and vegetables is high on the government's agenda, with measures in place to bring costs under control. But it doesn't apply to all items. And for how long will they be available at affordable prices? For more, we're joined by Professor Oh Joon-seok. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
To tame fruit and vegetable prices that have skyrocketed in recent weeks here in the country, the government has given support for delivery unit prices for some items. Professor, how effective are they?
Inflation has been moderating, though. The pace has been slower than earlier expected. It's forecast to continue before reaching the target rate of 2% around the end of this year due to high oil and fresh food prices. Consumer prices stands nowadays at 3.1% on high prices, especially vegetables and fruits and other fresh food, and as well as high energy cost. Prices of 18 major kind of fruits, including apple, pears, tangerines, strawberries, and then sweet persimmons combined surged 41.2% last month, the largest increase in more than 32 years. As a result of this fruitflation, Korea's fruit consumption has diminished by almost 20% over the past 15 years. Import is made in a hurry to handle it, including oranges, bananas, pineapples, mangoes, and then grapefruits. 28 import items are subject to tariff exemption. The government has in this way implemented intensive discount program and other campaigns recently to lower prices of agricultural product and everyday items by using more than 113 billion US dollar worth of the country budget. As apple prices have more than doubled over the past 2 years, of course, this program will work temporarily in the market. The spikes, however, will likely soon return to continue throughout the year because they are insufficient to increase supply. Reduced production might be the key factor. Price is not the cause, but the result. Supply is the cause. So we cannot control abnormal weather conditions. We cannot control the damage caused by the low temperature during the spring blooming and summer downpours. But we can control the supply and alternative supply by way of import. That might be the right approach.
Right, and I also couldn't help but notice in supermarkets how the price of cherry tomatoes, not just regular tomatoes, has jumped over 30% compared to a year ago. Professor Oh, what's the reason for this?
Yeah, tomatoes are seasonal crop, and their availability is influenced by the specific growing season in different regions. Let me tell you the why price increase of tomatoes first. First, weather condition was not that advantageous. It could be, we could remember that last summer's long downpour and scorching heat wave caused high volatility. Second, environmental disaster we are heading for is another key factor in the global food shortage. High temperature, heat waves, and hydric stress are hindering the crop of different fruits and vegetables. And third, as to the optimization of the program, this is the most important. Fewer potatoes were selected and planted or to be ultimately replaced by the more profitable crops. If the type of tomato is not pricey, they did not plant it. This is why the price of tomato goes up. Then one makes price of tomato and cherry tomato moves differently. Government intervention. As we already know, the government has implemented intensive discount program and other campaigns recently to lower prices. Cherry tomato is not in the list, while tomato was in the list. Government intervention could set the fire in the market, but never keep the fire in the market. Unfavorably weather condition and the structural issue of the industry is not actually the one of factors. Now is the government turn to build up handling capability for devise measures to boost up the competitiveness of the fresh farming and revamp its logistics structure.
I see. So retail prices of fruits like apples and tomatoes have been lowered, the regular tomatoes, but there are also concerns that wholesale prices are on the rise. What's causing wholesale prices to go up then?
It's due to government. It's true the wholesale price of apple has more than doubled this year. Wholesale price of pears also exceed at the 100,000 won mark for 15 kilograms. Retail price sold in large discount stores and traditional markets have also risen considerably from a year ago. As we already know, the government has recently reduced the price in retail price due to government discount support system. This program is limited. Retail prices only. Wholesale prices are not in the discount support program. Wholesale prices are not subject to discount, are still more than twice as high as they were a year ago. Of course, it's a business secret. Beneath the market, that the distribution channel itself chronically generated inefficiency due to complexity in the process of handling fresh goods, especially in the agricultural sectors. In the aftermath of the weather disaster, apple and pear production fell 30.3% and 26.8% respectively last year. In this way, there is still a possibility that retail prices will rise again as the shortage are reduced and the government's discount support is very limited. It will be a relief for the moment that the government supplies apple and pears in large quantities, not controlling the price in preparation for the increase in demand during the peak season, though the storage volume is also somewhat insufficient.
All right, Professor Oh, thank you as always for your insight. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you.